very beginning. And what I want to do is I want to wrap this up with some thoughts. And my thoughts about those wise dudes. And when we talk about the whole Christmas thing, and we see so much from these wise guys, these wise men, but there's three attitudes about Christ. When you look at the whole Christmas story, and you see how people reacted to the Christmas story, you see three attitudes that come about as a result of it. And our attitude is represented by that. So what is your attitude about Christ? The first attitude is some people are enemies of Jesus. You know, when you read all about the birth of Jesus, you're going to find the enemies of Christ. We saw it already, Herod. By the way, thanks for being Herod. You know the Christmas story, nobody wants to be Herod. And there are people that were used by Satan to eliminate Jesus. And you're going to find it all the way from the beginning, how the devil was always trying to get rid of Jesus. He tried to stop him from being born, but even earlier, tried to stop Jesus from ever happening. You know, there are still people today that are trying to do anything they can to stop Christianity. The enemies of Christ. The second enemy, oh, by the way, 1 Corinthians 15:25 says, "For he must reign till he's put all his enemies under his feet." And I want you to know, every enemy is going under his feet. He will win. He has won. All right, number two. Some people are indifferent toward Jesus. And the chief priests, the scribes, all these religious leaders, you know, when King Herod, he took and he asked them to go search scriptures to find out where Jesus would be born, where the king would be born. It was right there in scriptures. Did they go check it out? No. They can go look. It's there. Why didn't they? They were indifferent. And you know what amazes me today is how many people are just indifferent about Jesus. I mean, absolutely indifferent. You know, maybe, you look at the reasons there's people, why people don't serve him, why they don't worship him, why they don't give to him, why they don't pray to him. You know why? They're indifferent. So many people just have a take it or leave it. Indifferent. And the third group, some people love Jesus. They see that Jesus is important and they give everything up to him. You know, in that Christmas story, you saw people who love Jesus. You know, the wise men. You know, you can be a wise person by showing your love for Jesus. You know, they're really, in the story of Jesus, there's two reactions to Jesus. Worship or crucify. Worship or crucify. C.S. Lewis said this. He said, Christianity, if it's false, it's of no importance. If it's true, it's of infinite importance. How does that fit with you? See, if it's false, yeah, no big deal. If it's false, you know what? Why go to church? If it's false, you don't need to worry about giving your life to it. Just do whatever you feel is good. But I tell you what, if it's true, it's infinitely true. It deserves 100% of you. You see the difference? It cannot be moderately important. That's the thing. It's either no importance or infinitely important. It's either we have to be radically sold out are totally indifferent towards it. There's no middle ground. Really, no middle ground. Where are you today? What does your life say where you're at today? What would Jesus say you are today? You know what my challenge to you is? I'm telling you, be sold out to it. It deserves it. If anything, it's real easy at Christmas time for it to be indifferent. Yeah, we just kind of go through this all the time. It's Christmas, ball mode. You kind of see the same old thing. Or you get caught up in the commercialism of it. I'm telling you, it ought to make a difference. Jesus ought to make a difference. This is the most important thing you can invest your life in. Is Jesus Christ. It is radically true. And folks, I tell you, this life is so short. So short. Time goes by so quick. We need to invest our life in eternity. In Jesus. That's all that matters. Nothing else matters. Everything else we invest our life in is here today, gone tomorrow. The only thing lasts is what is eternity. Invest in eternity. Invest in Jesus. That's all that matters. All that matters. We're going to have an invitation. I don't know where your heart is. Maybe you're here today and you've never received Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior. I invite you to come. Or maybe today you realize that, I've drifted and I need to recommit myself and serve the Lord with all my heart. I want to invite you to do that today. You may hear, maybe you're like to come and be a part of our church family. Help us accomplish our mission. We invite you to do that today. Whatever your need is, we're going to sing Just As I Am. We invite you to come just as you are.